call. Yes. I just wanted to make sure that it's understood. See, when you issue court judgments where you don't admit the evidence, yeah, it violates my rights. And as much as you want to say that I'm crazy, yeah, I'm not. Now, the organizations, yeah, that charge membership fees, yeah. The CIA, TOC, yeah. Then there's the IACA. Oh, it was created in 2004 by court system executives and managers. Yeah. Its founding principles envision a global association of professionals collectively engaged in promoting the effective administration of justice. I really don't think it's effective administration of justice when you refuse to enforce the laws of the United States. Now, I mentioned, yes, that when there's a return of service to somebody other than myself, yeah, only the respondent can get service of court orders. When you have every library patron witness the actual service of the court order, yes, violates their right to use the library without having to witness court service, yeah. Now, I've documented a lot of lawsuits, and it seems that you have intentionally violated my right to sue you. Ooch. Now, as much as you dislike the thought of that, I'm involving a lot of professionals that are collectively engaged in promoting the effective administration of justice. Yeah. Now, when I don't get a phone call, and then tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the Housing Resource Center, yeah, and ask for rental assistance when I know that I'm being victimized, yeah. I told the landlord, yeah, last week, I said, well, I just can't make up any more excuses. And as much as you want me in a homeless shelter, I'm going to make absolutely sure that I sue you and all of those professionals that say they're professionals. Now, see, there's the public, yes. That could be any citizen of the United States, yeah. And then there's the professionals, yes. Now, let's say that you're a minister, right? And you're a clergyman, and there's a mosque, yes, a residence. Now, there's a big difference between the mosque, the MANSE, the residence of a minister or a clergyman, yes, and the mansion that is being prepared for me in heaven. Now, as much as you dislike my Christianity, I'm going to want all of the deductions, yeah, off of every tax return of all of those that declare, that the expenses of their housing are not a part of their income. Yeah. And they can offset their income because of the expense of the housing. Now, I looked at being a minister. Okay. I looked at it. I went to an Assembly God school. Yeah. Went to Seattle Bible College. Yeah. And I realized that for all of those that are ordained or have been licensed, yes, to act as a clergyman or minister, there are certain tax breaks for them because of their charitable status. Yes. So when we look at the profession of ministry, yeah, let's say Mike Van Proyen was making $75,000 to $80,000 a year. Yeah. And then he did offset his income because of the months, yes, of having a residence. Now, as much as you did not want to involve him in your fraud and conspiracy, yeah, public court record will show that you sent to this address, yes, 1023 Kitchen Dick Road on 2017, after I had no longer resided there in December of 2012. Oops. Approximately 5 years later. Poo, poo, poo. And then it shows that I was arrested multiple times. Oops. Arrested for not getting notice, yes, of the warrant for my arrest because you sent it to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Now, if you had sent me and I had had an actual residence, yes, a warrant for my arrest, I would have went to court. Yeah, I would have turned myself in. And then there's the failure to appear on the 21st day of August of 2017, where you sent it to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Is that where you sent? Yes. The actual notice of court hearings? Because the county would not remove that address. Now, when Mike Van Proyn makes public knowledge the adoption of his daughter from Haiti, yeah. See, I went through my cell phone right here. And I uploaded numerous pictures of my sister, Susan Bowers, holding Regina. And then I sent you an email with the link to the Rotarian newsletter that happens to be public information, where I think, and I'm not sure, I'm going to find out in just a second, yeah, that Mike said that Regina is his adopted daughter from Haiti. Now, when you disclose that your child is adopted and it's not public knowledge, did he ask Legina if she wanted the population to know that she was adopted? A lot of adoptees are sensitive about the concept of the non biological family. But the use of a picture of my sister Susan Bowers to really upset me, as in anger me, yes. And then saying it is Marilyn Van Proyen, yes. And then to say that it's his adopted daughter from Haiti, yes. I think that Mike was actually abusing her because it is not public record. Yes, it's not. hmm hmm Now, when you don't respect the privacy of those that you adopt, and you decide to use it for your own personal gratification to make yourself look good as an adoptee parent, I don't know as I would really publicize or make public knowledge of the information that someone is adopted. Now, since the brochure says that that is not available for public information, here, let's look down here because I sent you what could be 3 to 4,000 emails that put that link in there. Now, as the father of 5 sons, I want them out of that public school. I want to sue the superintendent that happens to be the civil rights coordinator also. Yes. And it looks like Trey, her brother, is the coach of the Quilcene football team. I'm just guessing they're not married. There seems to be some sort of resemblance, though they could be husband and wife. I don't know what the real family relationship is. Yeah. Now, I wanted, ooch, as school superintendent, when adopting somebody is not public knowledge, and Mike would say, well, we don't hide it. I thought, see, the woman in this picture holding Regina is not Marilyn Van Proyen. Yeah. Now here's a link to the Rotarian newsletter. It might just go there. Oh, look at it does. I'm on the Wi-Fi here in the hospital. Yes. Now, I would think that when you adopt a child at 2 years old, you should be sensitive to the public knowledge of the adoption. As in, ooh, this uses cookies. Look at that. Could you go through and give me all the cookies of every website everywhere in the world? Now, a lot of these different websites that I've been using in the actual emails, look at a picture of Mike Van Proyen. Right, right, right. Mike Van Proyen speaks to the club about water wells sponsored by our committee, International Service. And then, oops, there's a picture of my sister, Susan Bowers, holding Regina. Yeah. Mike receives moral support from Susan Bowers, not his wife, Marilyn, and their adopted daughter from Haiti. Yes. Adopted daughter is not public knowledge. Yes. You cannot get the public knowledge adoption records of any child because those are not available to the public. Now, they're not. Now, when Mike says, ooch, that the moral support that he's receiving is not from his wife, Marilyn, it's from Susan Bowers, my biological sister, and that the public knowledge in a Rotarian newsletter says it's his adopted daughter from Haiti, it seems to me that Mike's really very abusive to this whole idea of not disclosing the public information or non-public information of adopting children. Now I'm going to sue Rotary for that. Pooch. Why don't you get me the cookies of Rotary? Yes. And then why don't you get me all the membership fees of Rotary? Yeah, Rotary International and every Rotarian of the United States since they actually started, because I will sue them for their liability insurance, as he will, and then I'll sue them for every fee that they've collected as a membership.